Chosen ones, some people will close doors on you because you have figured out who you are. And now you are receiving everything that you deserve from God. Being the chosen one, you are love. You radiate love. And there is absolutely no reason to get mad or frustrated. No longer, because you are chosen by God. And everything that you need, everything that you desire, is all within, it's in you. So as you manifest the things that you want, everything you pray for, God directly hears you. And He will bestow it to you. Because you are chosen. There's no reason to get jealous. There's no reason to be jealous of the next person next to you. There's no reason to reach for validation from another man. And when I say man, I mean man or woman. Any other human being on this earth. Because you don't look for answers within another man. You look for it in God. The word is in you. You are the key. You are the key to life. Chosen one, get up. Wake up. Wake up. And stand in your power. Now, today. I was looking at T.D. Jakes, one of T.D. Jakes' sermons today, and he was talking about wine and how it takes a long time to make wine. It's a lot of pressing that you have to do. It's a lot of waiting that you have to do, and it's a lot of steps to make wine, to make it, that lavish wine, that tastes good wine. And the older the wine is, the better. And I really like that because they use that as a metaphor in the book of Crushing, and it really hit the spot for me. I really love that sermon, and it taught me so much. It actually gave me a revelation about what's happening today. And even with myself, sometimes, a lot of us get impatient at times, and sometimes we just really have to go back to patience is a virtue, and that even God had patience. He have a lot of patience for us. So it's only right that we be patient with God alone. What are you looking for? Do you want microwave success, or do you want cold stove success? I want the cold stove success. I want the success where I have to start from scratch, build everything on my own with individual ingredients, putting all the good ingredients into it to build something strong. Microwave success is a quick fix. Something that's going to be successful for just a little bit amount of time, and then for some reason it all fell down because it was microwave success. It was a quick fix. But when you want and you look forward to coil stove success, that success is going to be legit. It's going to be strong. It's going to be so strong, can't nobody else imitate what God has given to you. It's going to be so strong that nobody can't take what God has given to you. It is only for you and only for you. You feel me? All of this just takes me back to the Joseph story. The Joseph story, I absolutely love the Joseph story because I could definitely relate to Joseph. He was also called and chosen by God. And Joseph went through so much turmoil. Joseph's father made him a coat of many colors, which was very, very prophetic to him becoming the prince of Egypt. It was also prophetic to the multiplicity of God, who was able to love all colors and kinds and stitch it together and make one garment and become the dwell amongst us God. Joseph wore his coat, and his brothers stripped him of his coat, but they did not strip him of his calling. They threw him in a pit and said he was dead. God was using Joseph's life as a shadow of Jesus, who would be rejected by his brothers. Man, Joseph, when these people had took Joseph, right? They went to Egypt, and he was in prison in Egypt. And even in the prison in Egypt, this man was still using his gifts. Couldn't nobody take who he is inside. In the prison, he had faith. This man had faith through all the turmoil that he had been through with his family, with people. Joseph took his faith to Egypt. He took all of his faith. He took who he is, who he was in the inside. It took nothing from Joseph. He was interpreting dreams for a lot of people, even for Pharaoh, he was just interpreting dreams. He was using his gifts, and nothing stopped him. He couldn't even help it. God was shining his light through him and in him and through him to help other people. And because he was so faithful, because Joseph was so obedient to God's word and his faith, and he was very patient no matter what he was going through in Egypt, no matter what his brothers and his family was taking him through, he still had his faith. He still had God's word, and he was obedient, using his gifts throughout all of the turmoil. And in the end, Pharaoh blessed him with his own, and he blessed him with his own to where he could bless his family and take his people out of slavery and bondage. And that reminds me of pressing. It reminds me of crushing, making wine. No matter what Joseph went through, he still was faithful and obedient to God. That didn't go anywhere. Can't nobody change that and take what God had for him away for nothing. And this is why I absolutely love reading the Bible, because man, the Bible is our wisdom, man. It's just a lot of testimonies and obstacles and promises that God have made and wrote and spoke through these people to leave us a word so that our generation, our era, can take what they have been through and put it into our lives now, because it is very, very much relevant. History repeats itself all the time. And once you understand it, and if you don't have understanding, you can always ask God for understanding in his word, his wisdom. And when a student is ready to learn, God always bring a teacher to appear. But more to the story is, have patience. Don't nothing work like microwave. You have to endure the time, the years, the months, that whatever you need, you have to endure. You have to endure that pain. You have to go through it and have faith within all of that, because it's gonna happen. When God promised you something, it will happen. Be patient. Don't nothing work like tomorrow. It happens always in divine timing. He got you. It's happening. Stay